Welcome to Biology 101 in 5 minutes. Whether you're preparing for a class, refreshing your memory, or just curious about biology, I've got you covered. Let's dive into the foundations of life itself. Biology is the study of life, and it all starts with the cell, the basic unit of life. There are two main types of cells. Prokaryotic cells are simple and don't have a nucleus. These are found in bacteria and archaea. Eukaryotic cells are more complex, have a nucleus, and are found in plants, animals, fungi, and protists. Both types have essential components like the cell membrane, which controls what enters and leaves the cell cytoplasm, where chemical reactions occur, and DNA, the blueprint of life. Speaking of DNA, let's talk about genetics. DNA is organized into chromosomes and contains genes, which are instructions for making proteins. Here's the process. First, DNA copies itself through replication. Then, it is transcribed into RNA in a process called transcription. Finally, the RNA is translated into proteins. And don't forget about Mendelian genetics. Traits are passed down through dominant and recessive alleles. Think about using Punnett squares to predict traits in offspring. Now, let's look at how cells get energy. Life runs on ATP, the energy currency of the cell. Here's how it's made. Photosynthesis is the process where plants use sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. Cellular respiration, on the other hand, is how cells break down glucose in the presence of oxygen to produce ATP. It's like a tiny power plant in your cells. Pro tip: photosynthesis happens in chloroplasts and respiration happens in mitochondria. Remember the phrase: mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Life is incredibly diverse, but it all shares a common ancestor. This brings us to evolution, the process by which species change over time through natural selection. Organisms best adapted to their environment survive and pass on their genes. Biologists classify life into three domains: bacteria, which are single cell prokaryotes, archaea, prokaryotes that thrive in extreme conditions, and eukarya, which includes plants, animals, fungi, and protists. Let's zoom in on humans. Our body has specialized systems to keep us alive. The circulatory system moves blood, oxygen, and nutrients. The respiratory system exchanges oxygen and carbon dioxide. The digestive system breaks down food into energy. And the nervous system controls body functions and processes information. All these systems work together to maintain homeostasis, or balance, in the body. Finally, let's step back and look at the bigger picture: ecology. Ecosystems are communities of organisms interacting with each other and their environment. Key concepts include food chains and webs, which show how energy flows from producers to consumers of biomes, which are large ecosystems like forests, deserts, and oceans, and the carbon cycle, which explains how carbon moves through the atmosphere, living organisms, and the earth. And remember, humans play a huge role in ecosystems, for better or worse. And there you have it, Biology 101 in 5 minutes. From cells to ecosystems, biology helps us understand the living world and our place in it. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more science content.